Hi, my name is Lexi Zhang and welcome to my channel. So today I finally have some items that I have been wanting for a few months, and they came out when I was on my no buy, and so I held off, and they had actually been on sale at that time. So then it was like, well, they've been on sale once, I should wait for them to go on sale again. So I finally purchased them when Sephora had their 15% discount with purchase promotion that they just did. So I have the pretty much all of the new Guerlain Rouge G cases. The only one I'm missing is the green one because it was out of stock. And it's out of stock on Saks as well. So I'll get that at some point. But I do have all of the other cases. And I purchased some of the new Lip Sheer Shine lipsticks as well. So we're going to go ahead. I'll show you guys all the cases and we'll do some hand swatches and lip swatches. Okay, so for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Guerlain Rouge G lipsticks, you purchase the lipstick and the case separately. So you can kind of pick your own cases. And these new ones that came out are part of the permanent line, so they're not going anywhere. But typically with different seasons, they do release some limited edition cases. Like for example, for the holidays, they had some limited edition cases, and then this spring they did this cherry blossom limited edition cases. So in general, up until now, all of their cases have retailed for $22, and now they released two different types. So these ones here come in 4 colors. These are the, I'm not sure what they're called, but they've got little gemstones studded all over the case. And these retail for $37.50. So there are 4 of these shades, and the cases come in a velvet pouch. And here is Amethyst Emotion. This is the one that I wanted the most. So these come with a little sticker here, and you might look at this at first and think, oh my gosh, it's broken. I'm missing some crystals, which honestly was my first thought, even though I am familiar with these cases. But when you go to put the lipstick in, this is where the little clasp sits. So the only hard part for me is always getting these little stickers off. So the reason you've got the sticker here is because without having a lipstick in it, the case will open and there's a mirror on both sides. So you can use that. These are pretty weighty. So let me show you with the lipstick in. Okay, so when you purchase a Rouge G lipstick, these retail for $33 US dollars. And they come in the box, and here is the actual lipstick. So you've got this little cap. So if you really didn't want to purchase, a case, you could totally just purchase a lipstick. But this little bit here with the Guerlain logo is what keeps this closed. So you hold this down, and then that will keep it closed, and they have the crystals fitting perfectly there. Now, these cases, the lipstick shades, down at the very bottom, they do have the label for the color, but it is hard to see. So this one here is $5.88. This is one of the new lip shears, and you can tell that it's one of the sheer ones because of the shape. It's got this like gemstone shape to the tube. But I have to say that this engraving looks a little darker than the ones I have bought in the past. So hopefully they're making it a little bit easier to see. So, and it's not actually engraved, I think it's stamped, but I have not had any issues with any wearing off. Okay, so let me show you the 4 shades of the cases with the gemstones. And just so you can see, this velvet pouch has the Guerlain name on it, and it's just a little bit bigger than the tube, so you can kind of tuck it in and have plenty of space when you actually have the lipstick in there. All right, so this one here has, online it looks like black crystals, and in certain lighting you can see that, but if you look at just the actual crystal, it's more of like a gray. And this is called Diamond Appeal. So I think that's really pretty. These are super sparkly. I really, really like this collection. And this one here is Quartz Illusion, which is a soft pink. And then Topaz Aura. Online, it looked like it would be more of like a soft butter yellow, but it really does look a bit more like a true topaz. So, you know, if you're familiar with the Topaz gemstone, it can be like a light blue or this light kind of like orangey goldish yellow. And this one definitely has a little bit more of that orangey goldish tone to the yellow here. It's very, very pretty. I like it more than I thought I would. So I really love all four of these shades. I'm super excited to have gotten them. And again, the last one here is the Amethyst Emotion. Okay, so the other cases that came out part of this collection, again, they're also permanent. They are designed to look like an actual gemstone. So they don't have gemstones all over them. The whole case is meant to look like a faceted gemstone. And these retail for $22. And again, they come in a box. These ones, however, do not have the velvet sleeve. So this one I purchased, I showed you guys this when I did my last haul. This is Tourmaline Dream, and you can see that it's a really pretty fuchsia shade. So there were 4 colors of these cases released, and again, I'm missing the green one. This one here is blue, which is called Sapphire Desire. And I can see on camera it's looking a bit dark, but when you get the light to hit it right, it's a really pretty vibrant blue. And the third shade I have is red, called Ruby Passion. And I think this will be great for like a nice holiday red lipstick. All right, so before we move on to swatches of the lip sheers, let me just give you guys my thoughts on these cases. I think they are gorgeous. I really like all 8 of the cases that just came out. These here are the $22 ones, and you know, I think they are very nice. You know, they fit in well with the $22 line. I like them. I have heard comments, you know, this is plastic. So, you know, if you get this scratched up and everything, it might not look as nice. But I think with the light hitting in it and everything, it looks really pretty. I really like it. So for me, I think the cases are a win. However, I definitely prefer these ones. They're just so much more luxe. They are more expensive at $37.50, but you know, I love the colors of them. I love, you know, the crystal look of them. And Guerlain has also had, I forget what it's called. Silver Joe would know because she has all of the Guerlain Rouge cheek cases, but there is one that they had that's like covered in crystals that is way more expensive than these. So this kind of gives you a little bit of that look at a fraction of the cost. And I love the colors. So if you were to only get one case from this collection, I would definitely get one from this set. And my personal favorite is the Amethyst Emotion, but followed by this one here, the Quartz Illusion. Okay, so let's move on to some swatches of the new Guerlain Sheer Shine lipsticks. So this one here is the shade I most coveted. This is 007, and this is basically going to be more of a natural, you know, light lip shade. So here it is, and this I went over this a couple times. So let's see here. That's just one sheer layer going on lightly. So you can see how pretty that is. It's kind of like a peachy, like a light peachy shade. I think this is going to be really pretty. And if you can pick this up in the camera, there is a little bit of sparkle in there. And you can see it in the tube actually as well. So there is a little bit of micro sparkle in there, but it's not going to be super sparkly or anything. Okay, so I'm actually going to swatch all of these on my arm instead, so it's a little bit easier to see. So we'll do one swatch here, a light one, and then we'll just go over it a bit so you can see the shades darker. So this is 007. So looking at this, I feel like you can see the color a little bit better, but it is a peachy nude with a hint of sparkle in it. And, you know, it's, I think, really pretty. All right, so moving on to 588. This one has a hint of sparkle as well. So one sheer layer looks like that. Let me bring this up a little bit. And if we go back and forth, there you go. So this is going to be a bit more of a coral shade, and it's a little bit bright, but not overly bright. I think this will be a very nice color. And I like how the undertone of this is, you know, brighted, not such a muted coral, which I think makes it very summery. Okay, and next up we have number 677, which is a pink shade. Again, a hint of sparkle. And here we have one sheer layer. And if you build it up, you get kind of a soft petal pink. Okay, and the last one I bought is number 688. And here we have one sheer layer. And if we build it up, so you get kind of like that, it's like a pinkish berry. So it's actually probably more fuchsia than berry, but you can see that that's going to be a bright, vibrant color. This would look gorgeous on deeper skin tones. I think I'll like it on me as well, but you know, lip products are my thing. I love them. So stay tuned. I'll go ahead. I'm going to swatch them on my lips from lightest to darkest. All right, so we're going to be swatching 007. So that is one sheer layer. And building it up a little bit more. All right, so now we have number 677, the light pink. And that is one sheer layer. And honestly, you can barely see it on my lips. And there you go. When it is built up, you have that like soft petal pink, slightly cool tone, but really close to neutral on the spectrum. Next up, we have 588. This is just one sheer layer, and you can definitely tell that it is a coral lip sheer. And building it up. And last up, we have 688. Just one sheer layer. And here it is built up. And one of the things I like about this bullet is this does make it easy to apply the darker colors and kind of, you know, make a nice line against your natural lip line. Okay, so that is it for the new Guerlain Rouge G Sheer Shine lipsticks and the new cases. That was kind of a little bit of a tongue twister there. And what I ended up with on my lips, I didn't fully take off the 688, the deep berry shade. And then I took that off most of the way, and then I added the 007 on top. So that's what I currently have on at the moment. And as to the cases, I really love all of these cases. So with these that are cut kind of like the Gemstone or like the Sheer Shine lipsticks, I like how the lipstick bullet kind of matches the shape. So I would definitely like to get Sheer Shine lipsticks to go in all of these cases. And you know, I like the way the color hits. So that's why I keep moving it around. So hopefully you can see that vibrant pink that, you know, you can get with the light. So it's really pretty. So when it's like in deeper lighting, it looks more like a pinky purple. But when the light hits it just right, you get this vibrant fuchsia pink. It's really gorgeous. And then obviously I love these. They're so luxe and they're gorgeous. Purple's my favorite color. And I particularly love this one. So overall, love the cases. I definitely think these crystal ones for me are worth the $37.50 because they are gorgeous and they're definitely going to be some of my favorites. As to the Sheer Shine lipstick, I really like the shades that I purchased. Again, we have all of the shades here, one sheer layer followed by, you know, going over it a couple times. So this is 007. This is 588. This is 677 and then 688. So I really like all of the shades. I love the Guerlain Rouge G lipsticks in general. I wear their satin lipsticks quite frequently. They are some of my favorites. Now, the Rouge G lipstick line, there is a slight scent. I can't really tell what it is. It's kind of like a little bit of a powdery, perfumey scent, but to me, it's very faint. I don't know if I'm just used to it over the years, but I don't really notice it. So I actually have to go and sniff it to make sure it was there. But it's just not something that I notice personally. So If you really don't like fragrance in your lip products though, this might bother you, or maybe you'll be like me and not really notice it at all. So it's definitely not something I smell on my lips or that I even notice while I'm going to apply it. So as to the formula, I like the way the formula looks on my lips. I am curious to see how they compare to the Chanel Rouge Cocoa Flashes, which is what they are probably most similar to in my collection. And, you know, so far they seem fairly similar because they both offer very pigmented colors, but they have kind of that sheer shine. So I'll have to wear them more, and I'll give you guys an update on that if you guys are interested in the future. But overall, definitely really like the colors. The formula feels great on my lips. And, you know, after only wearing it for a few minutes, it feels very hydrating. So no issues with that. Again, I will leave a wear update down below in the description box for how these wear today. And I'll be wearing these and the Chanel Rouge Cocoa Flashes. And if there's anything else you'd like me to compare them to, let me know. And I'll put a comparison in my next update video. So I hope this video was helpful, and thank you so much for joining me. These were some products that I've really been dying to get my hands on, so I'm so glad they are finally here. And, you know, thank you so much for watching. So have a great day, stay safe and healthy, and subscribe if you haven't already. So see you soon.